Hi everyone. Um, Today we are doing our reading sprints, and I don't know if you can see her, but Olivia is currently on my lap, and she has been so excited to do the reading sprints today. I was sitting down, and literally Olivia went on like to this chair, then she jumped on the table, and then jumped on my lap because she's so excited for reading sprints today. So let me know what you are currently reading today. So we have two potential options that we're going to go to try and figure out exactly what we're reading today. And I would love to know what everyone else is reading. So I'll just quickly show the two options right now, and then we'll probably show them again later as more people come in. So, one of the options today is lore. And so, this is a fantasy, like YA book. And we are like not very far at all, barely made a dent. I don't even know if you can see the little dent we made in this, but it's not very much. We're on page 37 right now, chapter 4. So that is one of our potential books. And then another book is called Ghost Cloud. So that is a middle grade fantasy book. We're excited about that one. We have to finish that before September 6th because it is an advanced release copy. So, yeah, we have to finish that one very soon. I'm just going to take a sip from my cat mug. I always let Olivia like sniff whatever I'm like. There you go. I always let Olivia just like take a sniff of whatever is around her. She's very sniff oriented. Hi, Lydia. So you're going to be reading Daisy Darker, and from what I gather, it's a spooky-ish kind of read. Let me look that up. Daisy Darker. Okay, by Alice Feeney. Ooh, all-consuming tale of psychological suspense with a spectacular twist. Cool. That sounds awesome. Now, there is a book of that kind of vibe that I want to read very soon. It's from one of my favorite authors. Do you know who Lisa Jewell is? Lisa Jewell is one of my favorites. And she has a book called The Family Remains. I haven't read the first one in the series, but I'm looking forward to reading it. I love those type of books, especially ones that are like page turners. Let me know how far in you are. Kristen. Hey, Sarah and Olivia. Hello. I will be finishing the last few chapters of Empty Smiles and reading a little bit of the Hawthorne Legacy. Cool. Is the Hawthorne Legacy, is that like the inheritance games? I know those are like super, super popular. Let's see. The Hawthorne Legacy. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Yes. Yes, it is. So that's book number two, is that right? I want to read that one. I'm going to put in a hold from the library, so it will probably not come in for quite a long time. So once I get it, I'm going to start reading it, and I'm excited to start reading it because everyone's talking about it, and I feel like I'm kind of missing out a little bit, if that makes sense. Hello, Bee. Hello. She is Olivia, my cat. She's just so cute right here. So excited to do reading time. So, yeah, let me know what percentage of your current reads you are in. Uh, for me, I showed how far in I am for lore, and yeah, it's like barely anything. And for Ghost Cloud, barely, barely sort of made a dent in it, just like a couple of sentences. Okay, yes, it's the second book of the Inheritance Games. And Empty Smiles is a new book of the Small Spaces series. Cool, cool. Oh my. I sometimes I get cat hair on my nose. Let me see what time it is. 11:37. So there still might be some people coming in. Let's see. What else is Oh, let me know if you have any like anticipated reads for September. I have a few that one of them, well, one of them is a book actually that's coming out in October. So I have the advanced copy of Dark Room Etiquette, and it's like sort of a mystery, like thriller, I think, more of a thriller. And I'm looking forward to that one quite a bit. And like basically in terms of like September, October, November, like I have just requested like a whole bunch of books from the library. So there's going to be a library haul coming up at some point. Um, but basically, I'm trying to read as many books as I can with witches in the title. I don't know how far I'm gonna get on it, but like I have several coming in. I have The Lost Witch, which is coming out in December, so I have the advanced copy for that. I want to finish The Witch Haven. I want to read The Ex Hex, which sounds really good. Kiki's Delivery Service would be awesome too. There's so many books that have like witches in the title that I want to read. So yeah, those are all books that I would love to read soon. Hi Isa, hi, hello. I'm going to see if Olivia will say hi because I know you love her and she loves you. Yeah, good girl. Of course she's on my lap. She's always on my lap. Always. Like doesn't really matter like where I am, what I'm doing. She is on my lap. Ooh, all the witches books. Will we get a themed reading vlog? I think that's a good idea, isn't it? That is a good idea. I'm gonna do my best to do the reading vlog, and if I can do it like all witches, that'd be great. And if I do like some witchy like coffee brews or something like that, I think that would be really good. She says hello. Olivia is so happy too because we have a friend who used to cat sit and he just like visited. So and he's gone now, so she's just kind of like, "Oh, where's your friend? He used to come over and visit every day this week." So just a family friend. So she's really wanting to be social right now because she misses her friend. Okay, I am just going to start our first reading sprint. Let me know if that's okay with you guys. I just kind of am going in and starting the reading sprints. So I'm going to make myself very small. There we go. And, huh, now to decide which one I'm going to read. What are you going to be reading, Isa? Um, Let me know. I'm either reading Lore or Ghost Cloud, so either a middle grade fantasy or a YA fantasy. I think I'm going to keep going with Lore. All right, everyone. So make sure you have your books, and I'm going to start our first reading sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy reading. Okay, everyone, how did your first sprint go? We are now at, hmm, what are we at? Page 49. Olivia, are you here now? You want to come up? And I think lore is starting to make a little bit more sense to me. Like when this book started, I feel like if you didn't read the synopsis, you would have no idea what's going on. And I only kind of glossed over the synopsis a little bit because immediately you get thrown into like action and things are happening, and it's just kind of like, what is going on in this book? But now I think about 4 chapters or so in, I'm starting to understand what is happening with this hunt that is going on in the book. Um, and also like who Laura is. I still like I don't know. I still don't really understand why the picture is of like a Medusa looking uh image. I still don't really understand. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Perseus is connected to Medusa. I don't know. I don't know. But I was really drawn to the book because of the cover. Like, I've never really seen like a cover quite so like, it's just so like pretty, you know? And also a little bit like dark and like ominous and that sort of thing. So like yeah, it's interesting so far. And on the back it kind of has like a marble looking sort of look to it as well. So yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it now that I understand what the heck is going on. Okay, you finished writing and posting your weekly reviews on Goodreads and Storygraph. Oh, I don't know if you're on my Storygraph. If you aren't, then we should be Storygraph friends. Let me get my Storygraph up. And I'll get my profile or whatever. And if you want to, you can definitely add me. There we go. And you listen to 10 minutes of Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. Cool, cool. I hope that you're enjoying it. I really hope that you're enjoying that book. Good on you for getting up to date with your reviews. I still have a few, no, I think I just have 1 or 2 kind of pending reviews. Do you write your reviews like immediately after you finish like reading a book? Or do you usually like wait just a little bit before you post them? I'd like to know. I try to post them like immediately after, but if it's for an arc, then I may not post it depending. But I will write my review for NetGalley right away. Okay, Abigail, so I'm glad that you're enjoying it and that it's starting to make more sense. Yeah, it's starting to, but I think that like my little post-its and stuff are gonna help with this one. I find that if I don't really like understand like a book all that well, I have to write notes. Like I have to write notes, and I have a system. It's not like the best system, but it's a system. Um, And so you're on page 20. Cool, great, nice. I will show you very quickly what my post-it kind of situation is. And this is the same. If I'm on a Kindle, I use these same colors. Like I've used these same colors forever, like since I was a student. Um, so except now it's more like fiction reads. Okay, so what I do is for like any like facts um, and that sort of thing, I will use, what do I use? Okay, I use green or I use yellow. green will be like more vocab, and then yellow will be like facts or like stuff about the plot that I should know and like plot summaries. Oh, there we go. I have it on the back. Plot summaries. Green is vocab. Red is like emotions. Okay, like I have, how do I even do this? Red is like emotions. So, like, for instance, when I am doing, when I'm like reading just like one of these books, and like, let's say I get to this point where I'm just like totally like confused, then I'll use like a red post it or a red highlighter. If I'm like reading like a book for review and I'm just like, oh, these are like stereotypical characters and like I'm having some issues here, I always use red because red is just like, that's a flag. But sometimes I use red too, like for good things as well, good things to review and note. So, like, if I feel very, very sad, like from a part and I'm really I'm really enjoying the story and I just have that like really strong emotion, then I'll use a red. Um, so like if a character I love passes away, then I'll do this. And I'll put like a little note afterwards, like explaining it, right? So um red can be really good or it can be kind of not so good. And then I use blue for like character names. So basically, like if I'm trying to remember like fantasy and stuff, I'm just like, who even are these characters? Then I'll like use one of these blue ones. And this is what I'll use if I have to write like a significant amount of information. And if I just need like a little bit of information in there, then um, I'll use like I'll use like these guys, which are just like little tabs. So, um, like for instance, here I have a green post-it. Green post-it is typically for vocab, but I used it here to sort of like understand what was going on. Anything with like Greek mythology, there's always like a lot of different terminology to like understand. So I hope that made sense. I don't know. And when I'm doing like a book, like when I'm reviewing a book, like if somebody sends me a book, like an author sends me a book to review, or like the publisher does, or whatever, then on my Kindle, it's so easy. Like I just like highlight in those different colors, I write a note, and when I'm writing up my review, I just like look at like the colors and it just like bam bam bam, I can write it like no problem. Otherwise I don't remember anything from reading. Kristen, so you have one chapter left of Empty Smiles. I read 3 chapters during the sprint. Good job. That's awesome. Good job. Are you enjoying it? Did you enjoy it? You only have one chapter left. um He said, perfect, adding you. Yay, great. Try to write and post them in the week after I finish reading the book. I don't do arcs. The pressure is too much for my mood reading heart. Yeah, I know. I know. It's like it's difficult in that sense, right? Like because you sort of are committed to writing it, to writing the review and that sort of thing. And I find too that like um, one of the issues is like, say there's a whole bunch of new releases that come out, then you do have to kind of prioritize like what you've been sent in for review, which I'm totally okay with doing. Because sometimes what I'll do is like I'll stagger. So I'll do like an anticipated new release that just came out, and then I'll do a priority read. And so I'll kind of like stagger it like that. Um, but I always, always, always try to read and review before the book comes out. And the way that I get around not becoming too overwhelmed is that I request less books than I think a lot of people do. Um, I take every request as like a and I budget it into my time too to be like, "Okay, I can realistically get this done, or can I not realistically get it done?" And if I don't realistically think I can get it done, but I really want to read the book, then immediately, like, I'll place a hold from the library, and I'll still be able to read the book. Um, it's, you know, anyway, thanks. Yeah, the Post-it is I know you like annotating your reads as well. I think having a system helps if it helps you to have a system, but, I'm those type ones. I'm an Enneagram type, 1 for sure. Kristen, yes, it's a great intro to fall books. It has the perfect amount of fun, adventure, and creepiness. Oh, that's great. Kristen, are we, also, like, on Goodreads? I think we are, but I'm not sure. And if you're wondering like where Olivia is right now, Olivia is right like there's a chair right over here, and she's just like sitting like on the footstool, ready for another sprint. She has been so cute. She has this little like bib of fur around her neck, and we cut it during the summertime so that like she doesn't get too warm and she can eat easily. Otherwise, her bib, the fur gets like, it kind of like draws into the water. So she had a bib trim. So she's looking pretty good. I think she's growing into it and she's finally starting to forgive us for the bib trim. Yeah, we're talking about you. Wanna go? You need help? Okay. Girl. All right, so I'm gonna get our sprint ready. Yeah, definitely post on there. I'd love to see your reviews. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna get our timer up. All right, so we're gonna start reading. I'm gonna continue on with lore, and I hope that your reads do well as well. So we're gonna start this in 3, 2, 1. Happy reading. Okay, everyone, how did that last sprint go for you? We are on page 60. And again, Olivia has come into the office. Hi, hi. And I guess right now I've kind of picked up, I understand in terms of this book, um, I kind of understand a little bit more about like what's going on and how things are happening. So yeah, I'm at a good point now. I think it will have going forward. It will have just a little bit more like ease to get back into because now I'm interested to see what's going to happen. And I understand what the hunt is, what they had talked about in the synopsis and everything. So it's a little bit more clear, which I like. Um, yeah, I don't know. Has anyone here read this book? Let me know, and let me know how your reads are going right now. Yeah, so I think we are at what chapter? What chapter are we on even? We are on chapter 6. Okay, Olivia. Olivia, she does this thing where she likes to rub her cheek on like everything. So this book, she, for instance, if I put it right in front of her, yeah, she'll rub her cheek on it. Kristen, so finished Empty Smile and then read 4 chapters of the Hawthorne Legacy. Um, cool. Let me know how you're liking it. No, Isa, no, I haven't read Lore. I like Passenger and Wayfarer by the same author. I didn't realize she wrote those. What? Really? Okay. Um, I'm being more picky about YA books these days. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Abigail, Olivia, I haven't read Lore, but I love the cover. I'm on page 34 of Lady Midnight. Yay, that's good. That's so good. Um, Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like book covers are just, I said this like on Twitter at one point, but I feel like book covers are just becoming so much like prettier, and it's kind of almost difficult now to like find one that doesn't have a beautiful cover. Like, and it's so dangerous because you go on like Indigo, which is our like bookstore here, or you go to like I don't know, like any bookstore, right? And you see all of these like beautiful covers, and it's like, well, what do I even pick? Everything looks so good, and I think that all of these like contemporary rom-coms, I'm just such a I just am such a like fan of these like contemporary romance book covers that have like this sort of like art style which almost looks like a like simplified like cartoon um image type thing. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know. It's like these like illustrated like book covers, like any of Beth O'Leary's kind of covers, like any of like the Get a Life Chloe Brown, like the blue cover. I just like I see it and like I want to get it. I don't even know what the book is about, you know? I like, and I also like these ones, which are just kind of like a neutral book cover with an interesting, like, I don't know, texture, aesthetic to it. I just want to get it. Like, I don't know. Like, those are the book covers that like I gravitate towards. I also like sort of like the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, that kind of book cover too, where it's just like one color and then it has like this like gold lettering and it's like intricate and they're so pretty. Ooh, you folded your laundry and listened to 5% of Gathering Shadows. Oh, awesome. Laundry is something I'm doing today too, but it's towels day. Yes, I love the cartoon covers. Yeah, every time I see them, I just want to get them. I don't even know what the book is about. I'm 39 chapters in, and it's your favorite book so far in the series, so that is the Hawthorne Legacy. So many twists and turns and clues to the mystery uncovered. You pre-ordered the third book and can't wait to read it. Awesome. Yeah, is it a trilogy? Like, is the third book the last book of the series? Let me know. And like also let me know what kind of book covers you guys are like gravitated towards. 'Cause yeah, those are mine. Any almost any book that has the word witch in it. I might not get every book that has witch on the cover, like on the title, but there's a high likelihood that I'll try and read it. Oh, and any books that have cats on the covers. I will also want to read those as well. Yeah. I was gonna take a sip. My cat bug. Mm-hmm. Any cutesy fall cartoon middle grade covers? Oh yeah, those are cute too. Love those. Yeah, I want to read some graphic novels too, and some middle grade books as well. Um, I just got a whole bunch of books put on hold from the library, and one of the books is, let me see what it's called. Ooh, two of my books are in transit. Which books are those? Oh, one of the books that's in transit right now for me that's coming in is Bait and Witch. Wonder if you're going to be able to see this. Let's try. Out of there. Okay, can you see this? It's called Bait and Witch, and it has like a little cat on there. I think it's a cozy mystery. I'm like really excited for it. It just looks like super cute. I don't even know. Like I just like the title. It looks so cute. There's a cat and it says witch on it. So, and another book that I have requested from my library is A Lullaby for Witches. Gosh, I think that this is like a big clock. I don't even know. Again, it says witch on it. I wanted to read this for a couple of years now. I have requested it. It's in transit. I can't wait to get it. Like I'm so excited for that. Let me see what else I have here. Oh yes. This was suggested to me by one of my friends. Uh, Witches of Brooklyn. I believe this is a middle grade. Been wanting to read this for a long time, and I think that the copy is available, so I'm going to pick it up from the library soon. Yeah, the Bait and Witch is cool. Um, what else do I have that might be cool to share? Oh, there's so many. Okay, this one, The Witches of Moonshine Manor. This is like I'm one of the first people I'm gonna be one of the first people to get this book because I know that it's a new release, and I was just like, "Okay, I have to request it from my library because as soon as it comes out, I want to read it." So, and the other cool thing, since we're talking about libraries, is at my local library, I don't know if you guys know that you can do this. It's so cool. So, like, let's say you have an anticipated read and it's not coming out for like a few months or whatever. Yeah, you can like search it to see if it is in or if they have ordered it in, and you can put it on hold so you can be one of the first people to like read the book. And then another thing that you can do is like, say you have a book that you are interested in, but the library doesn't have it. So I know at our library, and probably other ones too, you should check out if this is available to you, but you can also suggest copies for purchase. So at my local library, you can request 5 titles per month. And this month, I only requested one title, but they've accepted it uh, to purchase, and they told me that when they get it in, they're going to contact me, and I'll be able to read it. And also, too, you can do interlibrary loans. So the only reason I'm saying this is because I know that sometimes there are books that I think like a lot of people would like to see more more people like reading like diverse reads and those sorts of reads, but really any. And like you can request them from your library. You can request them for purchase if they don't have it. And once you have it in, then you can go ahead and read it. And like, let's say for your library, if you are not able to read it like within that month or that time, you can like obviously like renew the books if you would like to, depending. So yeah, I don't know. I'm very, very like, I love libraries. I used to work in libraries. So I find that they're just really cool to support. And yeah, you can request any books that you feel like should be at the library but like are not there, and you may be able to request a certain amount per month. Okay, so I think we're going to do 2 more reading sprints. So let me get this ready. Isa, yes, my library has been really amazing at getting the audiobooks I've requested. The only sad thing is that requesting it doesn't mean you get it first. Yes. And you can't put it on hold if they don't. Ugh. Yeah, I know that sometimes too, if you request it, there will be like so many people who also request it too. Um, yeah. Ugh, that's too bad that you can't put it on hold. Um, I'm not sure how it is with the audiobooks here. Um, I wish that I listened to more audiobooks, but I do try and do like a few like every month, and they can really help too with reading goals. Okay, so I'm gonna get the timer ready. So yeah, this will be our second last reading sprint. So there will be one more after this. So we're going to start this in 3, 2, 1. Happy reading. Okay, everyone, how did your sprint go? We are now at page 77 of our book, and I think I got confused again. I don't know. I feel like this is a common thing that happens with me in fantasy. I start reading, and then somehow I get confused in fantasy books. I have to keep reminding myself of who is who and what is what, and I feel like I can't really read other books at the same time. Even though I have Ghost Cloud, I might just finish reading this one today. So I have most of the day to just read this, understand it, grasp it, and just like go forward. I think that's my plan for today. Let me know how your read is going. Um, yeah, but hey, Sarah. Oh, great. You're on chapter 2 of your book, about 16 pages in. Awesome. Which book are you reading? We do have one more sprint left, but I might make it a 45-minute sprint. So, meaning I'll have half an hour, and then once that timer is done, then I'll add on another 15 minutes. And I will type in the chat when I add the 15 minutes. But everything should be good. It should be all pretty understandable. You're the same way with science fiction. Love it, but the world building gets me confused sometimes. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I feel the same with sci-fi. Actually, with sci-fi, I can't. Well, I won't say I can't, but there is a lot of sci-fi that like I try to become interested in it, but my interest just kind of like stops. Um, Sci-fi that I like is more like speculative fiction, speculative sci-fi that I like quite a bit, or I've started to like dystopians, but like sci-fi where there's like a space opera, I can't. Because I get it. I usually only pick up fantasy if I have time to read it in the next 1 to 3 days, or else I forget who everyone is and all the things happening. Yeah, totally, totally. And like, I don't think that this is like considered high fantasy. I think that um, this is considered like YA fantasy. But there's a lot of like Greek names in this, and I'm trying to remember what all the different Greek gods are. I feel like Madeline Miller does that really well. If you've read Circe, or if you've read the Song of Achilles, for some reason when she writes, the names stick with me a little bit better. But this one, there are some not gods, but just like, because I already know those, but like kind of like other important like names and figures. Like I know that Hercules is one that's mentioned in here, but there's some that like I'm like I don't know, like I'm like I don't remember. Like there's like the house of there's like all of these different like houses, and I'm like, who is that? Like I don't remember Perseus, and like I don't know. I don't remember everyone in here. I feel like I have to like go back to the original and just be like, okay, Odysseus, Ulysses, let's read that stuff. Sarah, I'm reading the second book in the Westmark series by Lloyd Alexander, some of my all-time favorite books when you were in middle school. They're holding up so well. Cool. That's awesome. I love reading like nostalgic reads. Okay, you listened to 6% of A Gathering of Shadows and updated your reading spreadsheets. Fantastic. I read a few more chapters of the Hawthorne Legacy, reading a little each day until the end of August. Next, oh, well, that is good. August is going to, what is it, slip away like a bottle of wine? Because it was never mine. Oh my gosh. My next book I'm planning on reading is the Ivy Pocket series. Oh, awesome. Yeah, so today is the 27th. Whew, just have a few more days to finish August reading. Does everyone else do that? Like, you want to finish books by the end of the month? And then the closer it gets to, it's like, oh my gosh. I do the Friday reads. I have a Friday reads video uploaded, which after the sprint, if you want to watch it, like I do those updates and I put them also like on my blog too. The only thing with the Friday reads is that it's kind of like, you know what, at the end of August or whatever, or the end of the month, you're like, okay, I want to finish reading this book. Now with the Friday reads, I'm like, okay, within this week, I want to finish this book and this book. So I'm like, it's an extra little layer, but it helps me get things done. And that's why I do it, even though it's a little bit of pressure. Yes. Sarah, my roommate and I watched The Expanse together, and it took me a season and a half to remember all the names and what they were affiliated with. Okay, I haven't heard of The Expanse, but yeah, that whole feeling of just being like, who is this person? Why are they important? What's going on? Um, my blue post-its are going to have, I think my blue post-its would be two. Um, Blue post-its are for like different names that I want to remember in a book. I don't even know if I should try it with this, because like there's so many like Greek figures. I think I would have to like, I think I should just like download like a PDF or something that has like all the names of all the gods and all the important figures and just refer to that. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah. Um, Isa, books with too many characters should always have a character list at the end. Ooh, maybe I should check to see if there's a character list at the end. Oh my god! You're brilliant! I didn't even know that they did that with fantasy. Okay, well, we got this now. Thank you. Thank you. I got this now. There's a cast of characters. What? I didn't realize that fantasy books had that. I just like struggled the whole time. He's like, can I give you like a gold star? Because you're getting one today, that's for sure. I didn't even know what to look at the end. I'm always scared of like spoilers at the end of the books that I'm just like, oh. But yeah, it says who is who? I'm very excited about this. Hi, Helen. Reading Freckles by Cecilia Ahern. Let's see, what is Freckles? Sounds good. I may have heard of this. If this is a, let's see, Freckles by Cecilia. Let's see. Maybe I spelled something wrong. Freckles. Oh, yep, got it. Okay, so contemporary fiction, Irish literature. Cool. I don't have a synopsis here, but This is the book, Freckles. I hope that you enjoy it. We're going to have one more reading sprint. Our reading sprint is going to be 45 minutes for the last one. But we do these reading sprints every Saturday. Usually my cat will join us. She joined us earlier in the reading sprint, and then she decided to have a cat nap. So I don't know where she is right now. Sometimes oh yeah, she is just sitting down below. Um, and we have a cooling mat that helps with the warm temperatures. So she just kind of like hangs out on her little cooling mat, and she's sleeping. Sarah, yes, I want to start each month fresh with a new book. Yeah, I like to start it fresh, get into the next reads. Helen, oh, I have a cat too. Cute. She's called, is it Treacle? Did I say that right? Cute. Olivia, you have a new friend. Very excited. Very happy about this. Oh, gosh. All right, guys. I am like pumped now that I have this cast of characters to refer to. And the houses. I'm set. Okay, so for our last sprint, it's going to be 45 minutes. So I'm going to set it up for us. All right, so it says 30 minutes here. At the end of that 30 minutes, I'm going to add a 15-minute timer to that. All right, so if you have your books ready, have some water, we are officially going to start our last sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy reading. Okay, everyone, let me know how your last sprint went. We are now currently at page 97. So we had quite a bit of reading done today. This is a little bit dense at first, so I'm happy where I am. And so far, in terms of what I think about this book, in terms of lore, let's see, we are at page 97, and the beginning was very difficult to get into. It was just a whole lot of action. Then I started to understand what was going on, and it's picked up since then. And I am enjoying it. And I think that it will be kind of a cool process to read the whole book. Thank you to Isa for suggesting I look for a cast of characters because there's so many Greek figures in this book. And yeah, let me know how far you have gotten to and if you've enjoyed what you've been reading today so far. As in terms of what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day, me and Olivia, we are going to continue reading. I may do a little reading vlog for this, even though I've started it. I don't know. I might do like a little TikTok thing for that. By the way, we do have a TikTok at Sarah's Reading Nook. If you have one, we've just started it, so we're just like trying to figure out exactly like what we're doing on there. And we are also trying to do like some more reels too. So might try to do something for Instagram and something for like TikTok to do with this one. But we'll see how it goes. He's admitted to 44% of your book. Very productive. Great. And also, too, you did some laundry. That's big time. That's really good that you were able to do that. The the cast of characters, so important. Um, I had forgotten that Perseus, which Lord Perseus, she's the she's the main character. She comes from the line of Perseus. And remember how I was like, I don't understand why Medusa's on here? Perseus in Greek mythology killed Medusa. That's what I'm understanding from this. So now I think that makes a little bit more sense. I wonder if Medusa is going to make like an appearance though and just be like, how dare you? Lol, Perseus. I don't know. Sarah made some more progress, almost 20 pages. Great. Yes. Olivia, you want to say goodbye? Come on, come on. So Olivia's going to jump up here. She's going to sign us off. Come on. Up. Oh, can I pick you up? Oh, good girl, good girl, good girl. Come on, jump. She's so cute. Come on. You want me to go closer? Okay. Here she is. You see her little ears, her little face. Yeah. You want to say goodbye to everyone? Say thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Oh, you're hungry and I'm hungry too. Yeah, she is. She is right here with her little cute little ears, cute little bib trim. All right, everyone, we are going to sign off and expect us to be here for next Caturday, which is Saturday. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy you could join as well, Isa. We're so happy to chat with you, and please say hi to the Kit Kats. All right, everyone, take care, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.